Welcome to the Eastern Range on Florida's Space Coast. This is one of the busiest spaceports in the world, thanks to Kennedy Space Center to the north. Let's explore SpaceX's operations at the Air Force Station's Launch Complex 40 and build a Falcon 9 rocket to launch on a mission to the International Space Station. SpaceX is tasked with helping resupply the station under NASA's Commercial Resupply Services contract. Drag SpaceX's assembly building to the pad area. Let's assemble the rocket in the horizontal assembly facility for launch. The strong back enables horizontal transportation and then erects the rocket vertically. It also includes connectors called umbilicals. The first stage has 9 attached engines that produce more than 1.5 million pounds of thrust at liftoff. SpaceX launches to the ISS include booster landings at Cape Canaveral, so this first stage is also equipped with landing legs. It also contains the interstage, which connects the first and second stages and contains the mechanisms necessary. The second stage takes the Dragon spacecraft to a high. SpaceX currently leases Launch Complex 40 from the Air Force and has modified it specifically for its Falcon 9 rockets. The 4 towers that surround the pad are used to divert damaging light. Rockets produce a lot of thrust. A consequence of that is this. Rocket engines are incredibly loud. So loud, in fact, that the acoustic energy can damage the launch vehicle itself, as well as equipment around the pad. Enormous quantities of water are pumped in and sprayed under the rocket's engines to dampen the sound. A day before launch, just before liftoff, a SpaceX launch director verifies that the rocket is go for propellant loading. Just before liftoff, the launch team and SpaceX launch director verify that all systems are green and go for launch. Give the
LD verified go for launch.
LD verifies go for launch.
Falcon 9's configured for flight. T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The rocket will slightly throttle down its engines about a minute after liftoff and enter a period known as max Q, or the moment of peak mechanical stress on the rocket. The atmosphere gets thinner after this point, so pressure on the rocket will gradually decrease after max Q. At this point, Falcon 9 is supersonic, meaning it's traveling faster than the speed of sound. Shortly after max Q, the first stage's engines will shut down during a. After one burn by the second stage's engine, Dragon will separate, deploy its solar arrays, and head for the International Space Station on its own. Now let's follow SpaceX's unique landing experience as the first stage, or booster, heads back to land at Cape Canaveral Air Force Station. The Falcon 9's booster conducts 3 burns on the way back down to the. During the next burn, known as the entry burn, the engine slowed down the booster ahead of the final approach. Congratulations on a successful first stage landing at Cape Canaveral Air Force Station. From here,